Stop blaming people. Trust God to see you through. Us as people, me myself, I'm guilty as well, to in my past I blamed people, like, oh man, I won't blame this person because let's be honest, I know it's somebody out there right now that can just say, oh, I can relate to what brother is saying right now when it comes down to blaming somebody. Um, but we all can find somebody to blame for something, some incident, some scenario, something that has taken place in our life, guys. We can find somebody to blame. But we need to trust God to see us through situations that are painful, that may hurt, and they may have us in a position to where we want to play the blame game. And I got me some notes this morning because I want to make sure I touch bases on everything that needs to be touched this morning. I'm digging this sun this morning. I am. I feel it over here. And so, what I want to say is, we should look to God for help. And reason being, we should look to God for help and not play the blame game and not, hold ourselves responsible for those scenarios that we have encountered or taken ourselves through. We should take full responsibility and just let God see us through, because He is a God that wants to correct us. He wants us to learn. He wants us to grow to be a better version of ourselves. He wants us to strive for more perseverance to where we can grow, and gain what we need out of life. He want to rectify us. He want to change up some things that from yesterday into today and last year and into in today's times. He want to clean us up to a new version of ourselves. So trusting God and not blaming people, always point that finger, what I'm saying? They did it, they did it. If they would have came a little earlier, that wouldn't have happened. If they wouldn't have pulled out in front of me, I would have made it on time. If only if. But you're always blaming somebody. And like I say, I am guilty of that myself, guys. I can't say I have not blamed somebody for a scenario or an issue or a situation to where in life now, that's why I'm able to talk about it, because once you learn to stop blaming people and trust God to see you through, things get a whole lot better for you. Things get a whole lot better for you. And then we have to have no fear, no God is with us. So with having no fear, know that God is with us. With that tactic there, you got to be bold, the big B. You got to be big B, OLD. You got to be bold, guys. I mean bold. And know when you trend through life, no matter what it is, good or bad, trusting God, God is going to see you through. It don't matter in life. We got to remember, trusting God, He's going to see us through, and it's going to work out. And I can't say that enough. It sounds like, he's just stuck right there, because this where I'm stuck at right here. No matter what, I don't care what it is, God going to see you through. And with knowing that God will see you through any situation, any scenario, it goes back to the beginning, trusting God to see you through. And once you begin to trust God to see you through, it helps you understand no matter what I encounter in life. I don't care what it is. Why? Because ain't no place on the earth to where you might not never go through nothing. I don't care where you go on earth. Ain't nowhere in this world you gonna go and you might not go through nothing. But if you trust God and believe in God, I guarantee you can go anywhere on earth, anywhere in this world, and know no matter what happens on the journey, that God will see you through. God will see you through. So trust Him. Trust Him. So that's why God wants us to be in a place to where we hold no fear. No fear, man. You know, I'm talking about no fear. You know what I mean? Fear so strong to where nothing scares you. You know, that can be scary. You know, I can walk through the graveyard, man, and in the middle of the night, I know that ain't nothing gonna come out the grave, ain't nothing gonna bother me. You know, I always been like that since a little boy. You know, no fear, no fear. I mean, no fear, man. You know, and it can be a little scary at times because you can be in some places and scenarios and situations. You know what I'm saying? Of no fear. You know, spirits and ghosts and stuff like that stuff is real, but God don't want you to have no fear of that stuff. You know, so I tread with no fear like that. You can't scare me in those type of scenarios, you know. And that's where God wants us to be. And so, whatever you're doing in this season, God, I don't understand it. It may be a little challenging, you know, to see what we're seeing now in 2025, you know. I know, I see it, you know. And the most important thing, even though we don't know, even though we don't understand, we serve a God who already knows and who already has understood the whole process of this world, the whole process of it. Well, make it make sense, Rodrigo. How you just gonna say God understand the whole process of this world? Because you ain't. If you show me one person on earth, one one human being on earth that knows how to change the seasons every 3 months, every quarter. We got 12 months in a year. If you show me one human on this earth that know how to change every season on the earth, I had to say, I want to meet that fella. I would want to meet that fella or that one man. You know, it could be or whatever it may be. I would like to see that person. But the only person that's doing that is Jesus Christ. Man can't even figure it out. So that's why I trust God so much and believe and know and care in this world. Now, not blaming nobody for nothing. Trusting God wholeheartedly. And the number one big thing is not having no fear, man. No fear whatsoever. And it makes people mad because you can't be in fear. You know, I have a fear in my body. You know, well, I fear this. I fear this going to happen. For what? What you in fear for? We can't do it. We can't do it. And I want to stick to my notes, yo. So I've learned on this journey. I've learned on this journey playing the blame game, blaming the dog. The dog got my clothes dirty. No, you didn't train the dog. You should have trained the dog not to jump on me. You know, not to jump on my outfit. I got the outfit on today. Don't jump on me today. Stay down, keep your paws on the ground. But you're going to blame the dog for messing your shirt up. You're going to blame this person. You're going to blame the person for driving the vehicle. It swerved in your lane. You know, it could have been an accident. You're going to blame. The blame game is old, man. It's outdated. It's outdated. It's time to take ownership. Like everybody in the world want to own something. They want to own this. They want to own that. But when they come down and take ownership of our wrongdoing, it's kind of hard. So I learned that on that journey. If you don't, blaming somebody gonna jack your life up. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Blaming somebody, man, for your actions, it's gonna jack your life up. So most importantly, that's what we gotta learn, guys, and keep in mind that we can't blame nobody. I learned blaming people is gonna jack your life up. And God is the only person to provide faithfulness to his people. God is the only person that's going to be able to provide faithfulness to his people. The world, people, it don't matter, man. It could be anybody close to you. It don't matter, man. Faithfulness is only going to be guaranteed from God. Only guaranteed from God. He's going to be faithful to you. You're going to be faithful to him. Faithfulness is only guaranteed through God. So with that being stated, how we are trusting in faith. Faith is something, everything. Faith is the substance thing, hope for the evidence of things not seen. We're trusting in that, right? So that same faith is given back to us, from God. So he trusting in us. He see everything though, and in the process of him seeing everything, his faithfulness is the only thing that you can rely on and depend on and carry throughout this life. And he gonna be faithful to us. He ain't gonna lie to us. He ain't gonna leave us stranded. We leave ourselves stranded. So keep that in mind, guys. We got to learn to stop blaming people and trust God to see us through. Until next time, guys, God bless y'all.